Alright, hey everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to create a remake of the beat for Young Thug's Best Friend using only FL Studio native plugins and drum kits that you can find online for free. So I'm going to play a bit of the song that I made and let you hear it, and then I'll go through all the sounds. So here we go. And a bit more over here. So that's the basic idea, and you might have heard some crackling. I think that is because of the Sakura plugin, but it's only because of when I have Sakura open and I'm trying to record with XSplit. That's what's causing that. So you shouldn't have this problem if you're making this beat, unless your computer is really, really bad. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Let's start with the first sound. I'll just go through all of them. I'll go through the sound where you can find it, and any effects I have on it. So the first one is the TM88 Kick. It sounds like this. Well, it sounds like this because of my, so with no effects it sounds like this. Fast distortion, which is here. Threshold, everything else is default. Limiter, to make it hit harder. Could put it up even a bit more, maybe. Yeah, a limiter to make it hit harder, and can, like, in relation to everything else. So this kit, or this kick, you can find in an 808 Mafia pack that you can probably find online in freedrumkits.net. Otherwise, I'm sure you can procure one. So that's the kick. So the next one is harmor. This is a native plugin. For instance, harmor here. I'm using it to make a bass. So this is the sound. Oh, sorry. This is the sound. And it's just a frequency, putting down the frequency so you don't get a lot of the high values, putting up unison so that it gets kind of wide and more like putting the reverb on by clicking this, turning off the wet really high, the damp as well, and that might have affected the size, might have turned the size up a tiny bit, and then just playing the low notes, and then you get, oh, also to make it easier for me to play low notes on the keyboard, instead of having the blue here, I right-clicked C7. So now when I play my keyboard, it's already low, if that's any help for you. The pattern is just like the C minor chord. C, D sharp, and G. And then like us stepping up to the third. Alright, it's a little bit of a music theory, if that helps. And the first melody I have is Sakura, a native plugin. You go to insert, you go to Sakura, it's right there. Sorry, let me just check. I'm just getting paranoid now. It's recording. Everything's going good. So, in this one, this is pretty much as close as this is pretty close to the melody of the actual thing, if not the actual melody. And it's got two parts really. I can mute the higher part so you can hear the lower part. Mute. Okay. And I can mute the lower part so you can hear only the higher part. Mute. And I'll just put this here just for a second in case someone really just wants to copy down what they're seeing. Should be able to freeze the screen and do that. So I didn't. That was stupid. That was really stupid. Okay, unmute. So that's Sakura. It's just, oh my bad, it's the Deep Harp 1 FG. And yeah, there was no effects on the bass. On the Sakura we have a reverb. I put on it to make the sound wider, a parametric EQ to get rid of the bass, put that a little bit up, and a delay, which is pretty much the default delay except the cut. Wait a second. Sorry, yeah. This is the delay. The delay, except the cut is about up. This is just a default delay. I can actually get rid of this. Replace with none. Yeah, so the only delay that I'm using is a cut that's up here instead of where it is in the default. Alright, so that's that Sakura melody. The second one, there is a second melody that I do have on, but I can't play it with XSplit on because it'll screw it up. I can play it separately with the bell. That's this pattern, is the bell and Sakura, and it sounds like this. And it's just supposed to be a higher version of the song, but when I try to play everything together on my playlist, it's a problem. See, it slows down like it's like not even on tempo. So I can't play this. I can't play you the full song during this tutorial when I'm recording. I'm gonna have to put it on at the end of the song, at the end of my tutorial, just the song with no video. I can do that, so you'll get to hear what I was hearing when I made it. But that's basically like a more simplified version of the first melody, and it's a little bit higher. It's like an octave higher. And the bell 1 is from the Zaytoven pack, which you can find on free drum kits. So okay, that's the bell. No, nothing tweaked on it. Oh, sorry, I cut it myself so to get rid of the tail. And it's in the effect channel 9, and you can see that it's got a parametric EQ. I get rid of a lot of the high end and a lot of the low end, or not, like, you know, I really attenuate the high end and I get rid of the low end completely because there's just too much going on for just, like, I just wanted it to be part of the sound. The yeah, and the reverb, it's just a little bit of wet. Everything else is the same. I just wanted to get it a bit wider. Okay, so then I have hats that are also in the Zaytoven sound pack. These are open hats. Whoops. Yeah, yeah. So you can hear it in context. Alright, so you know what that's doing. That's channel 4. I don't think I have, yeah, no effects on that. Alright, next I have Metro Booming's snares. So by itself it doesn't sound that great, but I layer 2 snares, and they're both in the 808 Mafia drum kit. And they sound good together with the whole beat. And 10 and 11, I don't think there's any effects on either of these. 10, 11, no effects. I just used it as it worked. Pluck, I'm not using. Strings, I gave myself 2 options, either use the string section or a choir, and I ended up using both, but I'll show you them separately. Strings. If I were to use strings alone, instead of using these 2 channels that are on, these 2 effects, I'd switch it to a convolver, which is like a more like pronounced reverb, like a more like blurring effect, and a parametric EQ just to get rid of some high. But I'm actually using, I mostly want the choir because that's actually what they're using in the song. And the choir sounds like this. And where can you find both of these? The string section is actually part of the packs that you get when you get FL Studio's at least 12. Go to Instruments, Orchestral, String Sections. So you got that in yours already. The choir, also the same thing. It's in Sytrus. Like, choir. There. Right? Oh, sorry, that was glass. Yeah, choir. Okay, so, yeah, play it together. I like them together because it's a bit more cinematic, and it's got just enough of that high end to make it sound full. Sounds good to me, right? So, hi-hats. Basic hi-hat. That's, I think, also in the zaytoven. Yeah, hi-hat too. And that worked well, and I don't think, yeah, no effects on that. Didn't need them. Southside snare. This is the secondary snare, so yeah, like in context. The first snare, the second, and back to the first. And that's another snare where I think no effects, right? Yeah, no effects, didn't need them. Choir, this is another choir that I could have used. It's only the low notes, but I didn't use it, so we don't need to go into it. And this is an interesting effect. I think we're done with all the actual sound, like the actual instruments, so now we're just dealing with more like sound effects that were in the song. So this one played here. Wait, what? Sorry. That thing that just went. This. So that's another Sakura. It's a cello, FG, and I tried to put some effects on. Like you can see the attack is up higher than I think it was in default, because I was just playing around with it, but I couldn't really, there was really no difference in that, and I really needed an attack, so I ended up having to use the automations. I have an automation for the volume to get louder, and I have an automation for chorus because it doesn't just get louder in the song, it goes, so that's the chorus. That's the best I could do with that. A distortion to make it sound a little bit more metallic like it is in the actual song, and reverb to make it sound a little bit wider. But I'm pretty sure, like, I feel like the actual sound was just a sound effect, but I just went ahead and made my own. So now we have kicks. These are just the other kick patterns. There's one more, sorry. So in context, these are the kick patterns, how they happen in the song. Whoops. What did I just do? Okay, whatever. So that's the first kick, second kick. Yeah, third kick. And then goes back to the second one. So if you need to know what that was about, now you know. That's how all the kicks are being used, all the kick patterns. And now we have, I think, two more things. We have the Vox. This is a scream. This is in the XXX Tentacion kit. That's the scream that you hear throughout the song. So let me just point to it. This drum kit, Vox, and it's Vox 1. Vox 1, or is it Vox? Yeah, Vox 1. And the volume, obviously, I turned down a lot. That was loud. So I'm sorry if that was too loud. But I put some reverb on it, and I've turned the volume way down. And I think the last sound that we have is a chant. 15, chant. No effects on it. I just turned the volume down, but that's here. And that's also in this kit. X chants, and I think it's, sorry, chant 3. Alright? Yeah, it's chant 3. Chant 1 was a bit more aggressive, I think. So I didn't want to use that. So that's all of the effects, all of the mixing, the master. Oh yeah, um, here's the thing. I was fooling around with a different setting where I turned audio. So I went to audio settings. Instead of using this device, I used this, which is like a better sound device. But I ended up having to record this whole thing again because when you turn that on, it turns off the sound from your whole laptop. So you're using your laptop's sound for this, your laptop's driver for this. So I had to record everything again using this again. But when I was trying to use that, I had an extra parametric EQ on. So when I take that off, things should sound a bit brighter because I had to dampen it because it was too bright when I was using the other driver. So when I take this off, it should go, it's a bit brighter. Anyway, so that's the song. That's basically the video. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this whole song now because I want to play it after the video so we don't waste time and so that there's no crackling the whole time. So just let me know what you liked about this video, what you think I could do better, what kind of video you want to see next, and please, if you got anything out of this and you want more, then subscribe, like the video to let me know that it's a good video, and comment if you have, yeah, comment. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, bye. Hello everyone, this is a tutorial, shit. Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf. Ah, damn it. Okay, my name is Yusuf and this is a tutorial on how to make best friend, excuse me.